Hello, I'm Emily and I'm here with Tess, and today we're going to be talking about the project map with Project Tracker, which is a great way to visualize the projects happening across the state. So right here, I'm on the RCD Project Tracker homepage, and we can see that there's a little miniature version of the project map. And if we want to see a larger version of this map, we can click here, view the comprehensive map page, which will take us to this full view page where we can see all of the projects across the state. And one of the great things about the project map is it doesn't just visualize all these projects, but we can filter by projects and see much more specific information. So let's say we want to see all of the carbon farm plans across the state. We can go here to filter projects by, and we can see resource area, program, project theme, and project stage. So for carbon farm plans, we're going to want to go to program, open this, and deselect all of these options and just go right to carbon farm planning. And here we'll see much fewer projects, but they will all be carbon farm plans. So we can scroll in and see what we're looking at. And they're also color coded, so we can see that this is a completed carbon farm plan, whereas this is a carbon farm plan in the planning and design phase. So now that we have this filtered map, if we want to share that out, we can go up to here to link to this filtered map, and we can get a link that we can share out. Everyone can see precisely all the information that we're trying to share. And with that, I'll pass it off to Tess.
Okay, awesome. So on the homepage, the other way to access the project map is to go to projects and click the first link right there. So the Project Tracker website is integrated to accommodate for landowner privacy. So the Project Tracker allows projects to hide their location or to not offer their location or to not publish their location. So the map also allows you to look at those projects. So if you click this bottom link that says show projects with no location, you'll get access to this sidebar, which will show you the different types of projects in the tracker that have no location data or their location is private. So for example, if we want to look at the conservation plans, we can look at this list of all the different conservation plans that have no location data published for the public. The project tracker the map also allows you to look at more broadly grouped projects. So for example, if we want to see where all the salmon habitat projects are happening, we can go to program, as Emily did, and select multiple different types of areas that salmon habitat projects would fall under. So for example, we could talk about fishery monitoring, in-stream flow enhancement, and like in-stream flow monitoring. And we can see where all the projects that fall under those categories are. There's also different ways to do this for project themes. We can look at all of the projects that have healthy watersheds as one of their themes, or healthy watersheds and education, or just education. And again, as Emily said, you can always link these filtered maps to see just the projects that you want to look at, whether broad or narrow. Thank you for watching. And if you want to see more ways of viewing data using the project tracker, we will be posting more videos on our YouTube.